Hello everyone, it is ENVtuber. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day today. We're back, and we're not playing Metal Gear even though I said I would. Instead we're chilling with blocks, because honestly I just feel a little lazier today. Dinner took a while and I was like, no. And so instead of setting up the PS3 and everything, I'm like, okay, we'll just play block game, because I've been a little addicted to this in my off time, because I'm not gonna lie, I like block. It's simple and I can build. That, and I've been wanting to get into like the chapter 2 stuff anyway, to explore it all and see what's going on. Because we've done the archives on stream, and then a ton has happened. So nothing looks familiar at all. But basically I started a little server with a couple of friends. And I was like, oh, you know, we'll just chill on this. And we've just been doing side stuff. We did eventually do the archives. Oh, there is a Botorn right there. An evil snoots. Actually, let me turn up. I forgot, because I always typically have this game down. I think we set it to like 40-ish. And that should be good. Although there's very little audio for it right now. Like just tiny noises. Is he just chilling it? He's not, he doesn't even mind. He's not even reacting. Which is slightly concerning. I can hit him. Okay, I know there's been like multiple updates recently, like usually little patch fixes, not really new content, just patch fixes, and all of them have been to do with the Botorn, but this one just feels broken. Like he's not noodling, he's not doing anything. This is my first time seeing it. Let's just put him out of his misery, or not. We'll leave him. You know, we just get to observe what a Botorn looks like. I don't know. That's the first time I've seen that. Which is not bad. We get to see a Botorn up close. But yeah, so we've been sort of doing a lot of different things. Not necessarily going through the story, but instead sort of just doing little side things. One, we ended up getting an elk. So this is what we unlock from actually doing the archives. That and a ton of money, or a ton of gears is required to buy it. But we have an elk, and they're actually super useful. But I know we're struggling with resources when I was doing this on stream, but we've actually progressed like tons, up to the point where we've been able to make steel, so we can barely see it in here. But I've actually been, we've got iron, been plowing through with iron, unstoppable. Got our bees. But yeah, we've gone straight up to like the steel age. Oh, it's rune, it's sneaky rune. I didn't expect to see rune on this time. But as I said, I've been playing with a couple of friends, because it's nice to chill out with people. It's just nice. Rune just joined, that's what I thought. It's like, I swear Rune wasn't there a second ago. I wonder if it's being a little laggy. I noticed certain times of the day, things get a little laggy. But that could also just be due to random time zones and the fact the server's not local. But the plan for today is, after we went to the archives and everything, I went back to the trader, who is a mile off. I died a mile off because there's a bunch of teleporting stuff around, which is actually super cool. Yes, so you can see there's a bit of a delay, which is a little funky, or that could be due to rune loading in right now. But yeah, so we have our little treasure hunter trader. Pain in the ass to find one. We've got one of those over there, and then went back to him and he's like, oh, I've heard of a location. It rune. I have no idea what that was trying to do, but is it just super laggy? Usually it's not too bad, but yeah. Oh wait, was I in the wrong chat? Maybe. No, okay, for some reason my text just isn't. Am I super laggy? Maybe. Stream seems fine at least, from what I can tell. Yeah. For some reason my end is super laggy. Can I do like, is there a slash ping? No such command exists. But anyway, yeah, so there, it seems to be all fine now. Sometimes it just takes a second. I don't know why. Whether it is just because, as you'll see actually in the server info, it saves in the background, which is always nice. But yeah, so after we went to him, we got a little note because we got a map that led us to the first place. And now we have a note that leads us to something called the Lazaret. And I don't entirely know what this is. You'll see like the map loads in. I've done a bunch of exploring. Like we started a new world outside of the server one because we were like, okay, we want to try and get oceans in and everything. And now we have. Now there's like huge oceans, like crazy big oceans, which are very nice. I love them. But I've been like doing digging around everywhere trying to find things, and it's rough-ish. It's not too bad actually. Yeah, again, it's gone a bit laggy. I don't know why. Usually it's never this bad. So I don't know. God knows what's affecting it, to be fair. Could just be that how much of the world is loaded. Because I don't know how to, I guess, make things more efficient. So all I know is that eventually this game started out as a mod of Minecraft and then became its own thing. So God knows how they've made things work. But it could be... Actually, I did hear something to do with the latest update causing some people, at least, to have, like, freezes. So it could be something like that. Now that I've updated, it's, like, causing a few issues. But I wanted to be on the latest update just to see. Still don't know what's going on with that. It might not even exist there. But, yeah, so we have a new location called the Lazaret. From what I know of Chapter 2, is it's nothing grandiose like the first chapter. There isn't a boss... But it's more exploration and everything. So you can see it's super far. It's decently, yeah. 11,000. 11,000. We're currently at minus 200. I don't know why I don't know why it's so laggy for me. That's weird. Usually I never have... Usually it's never this bad. I wanted to wait a bit just so I didn't cut that out. I wonder if it's going to stay laggy. I wonder if this is from the update. Because Rune seems to be fine at least. Like, Rune doesn't seem to be having too many issues with this. In fact, yeah, because he moves around. It's just chat. Like, he sees me move around. But he probably also sees me delayed as well. I wonder. I mean, maybe I won't be able to stream this, which would be a little awkward. So I was like, oh, you know, something nice, lightweight, not to worry about would be Vintage Story. But it is super bad. I mean, actually, I don't know if there's a way to see settings. Because at least checking stream and everything, my connection actually doesn't seem to be... Like, I'm not dropping frames or anything, so I don't know what that is. But okay. As I said, we've got about 10k blocks to go. There's no real bosses. From what I know, it's like going to multiple locations. I don't know what's at any of them. The only one I do know is the Lazaret... Oh, I do know, quote unquote, is the Lazaret is underground. And I only know that because I was like, okay, let's see, can I even get there by boat? And... if it does load, basically all of this is ocean. Which is kind of nice, because it means, you know, we can actually, like, sail there. Whereas the other world we were on was just, we had our lake. We had our small little lake in the middle, and we couldn't really do too much with that. Yeah, like, all of this is ocean. So we can get most of the way there with ocean, which is nice, but it's still super far. Yeah, I might have to see, actually. Because, yeah, it might just be the latest update. Although I would have expected Rune to be on. And I hadn't had issues with it beforehand, at least. Also, I know there's a way of putting... Actually... Oh... Ray, hello. Thank you for the 32 months. Are you enjoying all of the emotes that you have made? Hopefully you're having a wonderful time. No doubt just getting all comfy cozy. Sitting back and relaxing. Before we go though, one thing I will do is unload what I've got in my elk. Because we have a bunch. I want to try bringing the elk. They're actually like super useful. Because they can carry so much. But okay, let me load up. I'm gonna put the toys away. Most stuff I could probably actually just bin. I just love hoarding random shit as I do. I could. Admittedly, I didn't expect Rune to be here. So I don't know what Rune's plan is. Whether they just want to chill or do their own thing. Admittedly, I just hopped on. Next thing I know, Rune is here. So Rune might not even know that I'm streaming. Which would be a little awkward. Oh no, I placed the pick the toys back up. Eventually, there we... Oh my god, I thought they just broke. I was like, oh no, my children's toys, what am I to do? Yeah, I don't like force Rune to do anything, you know? Now we might be... Actually, I don't even know if Rune wants to join on the adventure. I'll let him know. Maybe. Maybe. Do we have any more healing? Okay, we need... Yeah, so we'll need healing. We probably actually won't need too much. Rune's given us tons of food, which is good. We have a bowl for food. And then we don't need random metal. Random rock. We can just chill, I think. It Rune, hello. I wasn't sure because you like came on right after I started. I'm like, huh, Rune's got crazy good timing with that. Just sneak in. Yeah, at least my game seems to have smoothed out. I don't know what was going on. Whether it was like having to load in the world or something. I don't know. It was like crazy lag spikes. But yes, our plan for today is to go to the Lazaret. But if... I was going to say, if you want, actually, we could go and get you an elk if you want, Rune, while you're here. Because, I mean, we have enough gears. So we can go get you a present as well. And then you'll be able to ride around. I'm not going to lie, the elks are pretty freaking cool. Yeah. Okay. Well, we've got a bunch of leather. If you... Let's say, what we need to make is we need to make a bridle. I would recommend the bridle with curb. Because basically it means if you press like W, the elk just carries on running. Which doesn't take too much. Need to make a saddle. And saddlebags. I'd recommend saddlebags at least because they're really good. What I will do is... Oh, is it going to be best to use... Is it going to be best to use iron? Not particularly. We don't just have loose copper. That was one of the things I was going to do actually before thinking of streaming. I was like, I should go get some copper because we're kind of running out, which is nuts. We have just more iron than copper. My god, the elk don't stop screaming. But yeah. We need to make nails and bits. And then if you want to make like saddlebags, I think they all require some nails and bits is the issue. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Oh, it's that. Okay, I wasn't sure what was making noise. Grab 2 of these. Toasts them. Because I can. Actually, I don't think you saw Rune I think I told you we have steel, but I don't think you saw. Making everything fancy out of steel now. Right. Chuck. One there? Yeah, just the one. We don't need to go too crazy. We're not exactly wealthy anymore. But yeah, we'll get you an elk. Hopefully, it should go well. Do you still have? I know. Actually, I think it's in one of the chests. Is like the charm thing, like the elk charm. I can't remember what chest it is in, because I know my one's got the crown one on, and there was another one, which we put somewhere. Yeah, make sure you've got that, because when you go to buy an elk, it just spawns. It just like spawns in next to you, and it is a free wild elk. I'm like, oh, oh, I see. So if you don't bring like the right thing, it's just there. I'm like, oh, okay, better not lose this then. This has 5 durability. Good thing we have 2 hammers. This is why we stock up. But yeah, if you want, you can also join for going to the Lazarus. I don't know what's at the Lazarus. All I know is it's a place underground. And then there's, I think, 3 other places to go. But we'll have to wait and see. Okay. Hang the lantern up. Just for a little bit of ambient lighting. Just a nice relaxing time. But I hope you've been having a wonderful day, Rune. Looking after yourself and everything. Okay, it was just crazy timing that we both hopped on. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Nails and strips. We've got to use both for this, but it's fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. It broke. I do like the durability is like 1-to-1. Because I think it is by default in Minecraft. The issue is, like, when you get unbreaking or anything, then it's a % chance to lose durability. And it becomes difficult to know how much chances you have, if that makes sense. Oh, hells yeah. And it's almost the end of the week. We're at, like, Wednesday, which is pretty good. I've actually got Friday off, which is heckin' good. Means I could do a bit more gaming. A bit more chilling. Probably not more gaming. I've been so addicted to playing this. Like, I've just been hopping on. What time are we at, though? August. Okay, so it's getting, like, somewhat late in the year. We've got our fruit trees. We've got our crops. I think you've been maintaining the crops quite a bit. I'm surprised there's no music. Sound. Oh, I turned the music down, that's why. I'll turn the music up. I think I had it down on my end. There we go. Because like usually this game has tons of music going on. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, we've got tons of grain, which is always nice. It does just mean that we eat nothing but porridge. But you know, that's something. It's nutrients. I have thought about trying to find some goats. Oh, is it goat? I think it's the sheep. No, maybe it is goats. I can't remember. But like to get dairy, because again, I've never eaten dairy in this game ever. My bones brittle as fuck. So that's just how it goes. Okay. I've also been looking at like potential mods to use. Only because the biggest issue I find is that you can make wine, but wine doesn't store for very long. Ooh. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't... I don't think there's a proper way of like wrangling them. One of the things I saw people do, and I think I ended up doing, was if you put down like a feeding trough, then they'll go to it as long as it's got food in. But then you need to keep doing that like every 10-20 blocks. It's very tedious. Oh, I wasted a lot of iron doing this. Oh well. I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, so I was trying to look in for like mods that would allow you to make actual wine bottles and stuff to store for longer. And there is some, but I don't think they're fully updated and whatnot. And they tend to add in a bunch of like other food-based stuff. And I almost just want something very simple. But I just want wine bottles so I can drink and be fancy. Like build a castle and then just have like a wine cellar. I want to live that bourgeois dream, you know? Hopefully 8 should be enough and we'll be able to make you like saddlebags, a bridle, and a saddle. I still have the hammer. I need to make sure not to lose the hammer. Oh yeah, I don't know if you've tried the glider on at all, but it is actually like super cool. And it comes with 2 inventory slots, which I know is not a ton, but it's actually like something, which I fully expected it to have none. Like fully just expected it to be nothing but, or like to take up a bag slot. It doesn't. It like gives you a little bit of space, which is super nice. Okay. I'm gonna hand you these iron... I can't remember what they're called. They're like something in bits. And that should allow you to make the saddle... Yeah, it only requires 2 for that. Saddle bag. How much does that require? 4, 6. And then bridle. Bridle with curb. Yeah, so you should be able to make a saddle bags, and a bridle with curb bit. I'd recommend the bridle with curb bit because it's just more useful. I think the other bridle, the bridle with snaffle bit, is for like one-to-one motion, so how your player moves. But the curb bit allows you to just hit W and your elk just carries on running forever, which is just so much nicer. The amount of times I just AFK, like throw my elk into the ocean and we just swim like that, crazy. The other thing is, I know that we can put elk in boats, but I don't know how. So I just remembered I should have a chest somewhere. I found a funky chest in a cave. Here it is, an aged wooden chest. My personal funky chest. Because I've been doing a lot more cave exploring. I'll put it here. Like, look at how rugged this thing looks. Disgusting. I love it. I do like this house. It's so nice. Ah, and the sunset. Beautiful. I want to try either making like an aged boat or an ebony boat. I think an ebony boat would look super cool. I mean, I know it's just sort of default boat, but black. I'm like, oh, so slick. One day we'll have like a harbors and everything. Also, a bunch of stuff must have turned to rot, I've noticed, because we have a lot of rot. Which isn't a bad thing. Obviously, the more compost, the better. I'm going to put more leather in that. I'm going to need to search for chromite, or chromium. I think it's chromium. Yeah, chromium tantite. We need to make chromium sulfite from crushed... No, okay, so we find chromite. We mix that with sulfuric acid, as you do. Oh my god, saltpeter, powdered sulfur. Oh my god. Making chromium's difficult. Turning everything chrome is very difficult, is what I'm discovering. I wish you could, actually, because I think the sturdy leather's the only thing you can use chromium for, to my knowledge. Chromium, yeah, so it only really comes up with, so if I go chromium, so it's chromium ore, we get chromite. But can you make it, you can make a chromium ingot. That's so funky. Well, you can't because it 1907 degrees Celsius. Okay, you have all the elk gear. Need to make... I'll quickly grab the 100 gears because I don't know whether you can buy it because you haven't spoken to that trader, which might make it go a bit funky. I don't really know. But we also have 27 gears on the side, which is pretty good. I still want to get all the Forlorn Hope stuff, but okay. This is going to be awkward because I don't think we can both... we can't both hop on the elk, so we're going on foot. I hope you have food. If not, I also have food I can give you. Oh, wait. Before we go... Oh, I have 2 of these. That works out then. Have a bone flute. They're simple to make. It's literally just knife and bone makes bone flute. They're always nice and easy. Also, I don't know if you can see it, but there's just a bowtorn here. It might be bugged for me. I tried hitting him. He just doesn't care. He's just sort of chilling here. Nah, it looks like you probably don't see it. That explains it. It's definitely slightly bugged on my end. Yeah. But he's just chilling. Always nice. Okay, let me mark the ping. Just so I can actually like see it. So we can track it. We're going on an adventure. The only thing is, technically we could boat there, but in order to boat there, we'd have to go like all the way west out of our little lake area, then all the way south around the entire island just to get there. So it's nice having a boat, but it ain't the best. We'll get you an elk. Then you'll discover the joys of elk. And hopefully my elk will actually, like... When you use the bone whistle, the elk's meant to pretty much teleport to you. I think if it's close enough, it just runs to you. But if it's far enough away, it just teleports to you, like you've seen whenever it teleports in the house. But I don't know if there's a range limit on that. So we'll see. But it shouldn't be too bad. I know at least usually when going to this trader, what I do is I go right to the water's edge westward and then go north. I find that tends to work. Ooh, berries. We'll see. Also, while I was talking about wine before, even though wine goes off, apparently we can make aqua vitae, which is just distilled alcohol. And that doesn't go off. Actually, some of the distilled alcohols don't go off. Like brandy and whiskey. I think, from what I've read, I haven't looked super into those. Because, you know, a wine cellar sounds cool. A whiskey cellar sounds like you might have a problem. But apparently those don't go off. So maybe we'll try and, like, make high-level alcohols to store in jugs and everything. We'll make a little whiskey cellar or a brandy cellar. I don't need that torch. Do I not have... I'm stupid. I didn't bring my lantern. I left my lantern in the windmill. I've got a torch, so it's not too bad, but still. Yeah, and this forest isn't too bad, actually. Oh, there's a cave nearby. I just need to, like, keep that in mind mentally because I keep wanting to explore all the caves. Try and find, like, any of the aged stuff. So, like, the aged wooden chest I found. Like, you can only find that, to my knowledge. I don't think you can actually make that. Like, I think most things you can't actually craft with aged wood. But I might be wrong. But at least looking at the... Is that a cave? Oh my god, it is. But sorry. I get very easily distracted. But at least with the bed, like the aged bed allows you to sleep for 1 hour longer than the regular bed. But I don't think you can actually craft the aged bed, which is a bit weird. So you have to find it in caves. Same with a lot of the tapestries and stuff. Jesus, that was close. Jeez, that was close. Okay, I've got to make sure I don't go into water holding this torch, otherwise it's going to go out. I do at some point, like once we've got a bunch of gears stored and we're basically like financially stable. Ooh, I want to try going to the artisans and getting all the artworks because I think that would be super cool. Having like an actual gallery would be all heckin' fancies. Put that bowl away. Yeah, I think we mostly just head north now, so it's not too bad. And most of it's like flattish ground and around the water's edge, which is decent at least. Although there are bits where we just jump into the water. Need to keep an eye out for meteor sites. Obviously they're only like minor things, but finding more meteoric iron would be super cool. It's got like a nice whitish sort of look. I just love that the different metals all have their very distinct looks. At some point we'll have all the fancy materials and we'll just make the fanciest of clothes and armors. Well, that has made me think. I kind of regret going clockworker, and I think tailor would have been cool. Like for later on, once you've got your resources, tailor allows you to make and repair clothes. Whereas I don't think you can actually repair clothes normally. I'm not entirely sure on how it works, but I think if you go into like the sewing kit, you can only make a sewing kit if you're a tailor. But you can use one as anyone to my knowledge. So I don't know, it's a little confusing. I haven't tried it is the biggest issue. We'll just swim across this almost swamp-like area. Shouldn't be too bad. As long as there's not fucking bears or wolves. That's the biggest issue. Random bears or wolves are always the biggest problem in this game, and I think I might see a bear over there. I've also discovered nightmare tier enemies will one-shot me even with armor on. Or at least with... Oh, big oak tree. Always good to know for cutting down wood, but... But yeah, while I was going through, like, caves, I've been using the teleporters more, like setting them up and actually seeing where they lead, which is really cool. There's one that leads really far north, or not really far, but like decently far north. Oh god, fucking wolves. I picked out a pickaxe. Don't, fuck you, wolf. Get chopped. This is actually going to hurt. That's going to hurt. I took my... He's going to kill me. I must keep bouncing for I don't know where he is. There he is. Oh. I was stupid and I took my bandages off my hotbar. It's like, fuck you, wolf. I'm returning, Rune. Get stabbed. Okay. Is it gone? Has it run away? See, I'm always worried because sometimes they'll like ignore you. Other times they won't. Let me know if you need bandages though, because I do have a few. Also, make sure you don't eat any poisonous mushrooms. Okay. I don't know where the wolf went, but we seem to be okay. I am wondering, because I think it's rumored that they're going to add in like tameable wolves and everything, because you can buy a wolf pup, but you can't tame it, so you just sort of buy it. I think some traders also buy them, so like you'd buy one off one and then sell it to another. There's the wolf. It's freaking in front of us. God, it's getting dark. Yeah, I forgot to repair my leather armor, which is a slight issue because now it's basically doing nothing. There it is. Get stabbed in the... There we go. Might as well harvest it while we're here. Bit of meat, but mostly just the leather. Or skin. Okay. Is that water? I can't tell. I just can't even tell. Once we can upgrade our lanterns, it's going to be so much nicer. Oh, that's a cave. Be exciting to go down the cave. Actually, do you know what? I will. I'm not going to go down the cave, but I'm going to mark the cave on the mini-map. Just in case I ever want to go exploring, you know? But yeah, once we get some gold, I think it's gold, silver, and electrum can all be used to like upgrade your lantern to make it even brighter. And we do have some gold ingots because I found some in a chest. So maybe we should. And actually we have a bunch of silver nuggets. Maybe we should upgrade our lanterns, like our little personal lanterns. Also, I have no idea how much damage lightning would do if it hits us. Just a heads up. Like, if it does happen to hit us, I don't know if it will kill us. Huh, underground ruin, maybe? Another cave. Actually, I'm going to save this one as well. We're right next to where we need to be, so it's not too bad. It shouldn't be much further. I'm actually surprised. Ah, there's a hill in the way. I'm surprised I can't see him. Turns out I'm just staring at dirt. There he is. We're finally here. Okay, I was like, do I have the money? I do. I just want to see what he has. I'm not going to buy anything from him, because that would be foolish. What does he want? Anything worth? Not really. Like, nothing that would get us a lot of money. Well, bismuth bronze actually wouldn't be too bad. Leather reinforced wooden shield. Bit of easy money there. Okay, can I buy another elk? Oh. I got 100 rust. Okay. If you give me the saddle and bridle, just throw them to me. He won't let me buy them without. But only the saddle and bridle. It should be. Bridle. Saddle. Okay, then that should allow me to buy it. And then basically as soon as it spawns in, you should be able to claim it, to my knowledge. Okay. Of course. Buy the elk. He should be nearby. There should be... There's the elk. So yeah, if you go to its head, then... Oh god. I was like, don't run away. But yeah, if you go to, like, its head, you should be able to place the charm on it. Oh, you punched it. Let's not lose the elk. Oh my god, it's fucking sprinting. Where'd the elk go? Maybe I should have got on the elk first. I can't see. Maybe we should... Oh, I heard that. Where did I hear it? It won't come to you because we haven't... You need to claim it as yours. We need to find that elk. I heard it, but I have no idea where it is now. Maybe night was not the best time to do... I know I heard it. But that thing fucking booked it. God, it's so dark as well. Let me know if you see it anywhere. I can't see anything, like, past my hands. I'm not hearing anything either. I should have put the saddle on it first, just so if I was riding it, it wouldn't move. I know I heard it, like, around-ish here, I thought. If it carried on running, though, I've got no clue. I keep thinking I see things, but then it's just like a white plant. No, that's a rabbit. I wonder if it's still going to be, like, scared of us. Which means if we even get close, it might just run away. Hopefully not. We'll have to see. God, we need day to appear quicker. So one thing we should have done, just attach the lantern to it, like right away, just so we could see like a glowing light. I can barely see the ground, but I can't see an elk. I'm actually surprised it didn't try attacking you after you hit it. Because they can attack. I'm going to grab this flax because it's here and I can. Well, not that one though. Okay, I'm going to turn the music down a little bit. To like, yeah, 50. I'm guessing no luck finding it. Okay, it's at least getting brighter quickly. Or quick-ish. God, I'm having to like strain my eyes. Check every little pixel. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. Did the elk go back? Wait, no, that's a plant. I was hopeful. Briefly hopeful. Okay, so booked it in this direction. Usually you run in a pretty straight line. I wouldn't have thought it would have despawned either. I mean, I don't quite know how that sort of thing works, but... I'm going to carry on sprinting. I said carry on sprinting. Just carry on going in this direction. And hopefully at some point, we'll hear the screams of an elk. Maybe. I've got to go around the water. Okay, still not seeing anything. Be awful if it fell down like a cave. You got to go as well? Oh no. We lost 100 gears and an elk. Because, yeah, I can't see it anywhere. No, that's a goat. Yeah, that's a goat. We have to try getting you an elk another time. Okay. Yeah, I see. That's... If it hadn't just totally run out of the area either. Because I don't know how it would have worked. No worries. We will get you... We will get you a mount at one point, Rue. We shall try. But have a good evening. Look after yourself. Have a bit of a look around. I'm surprised it would have gone so far. I mean, that thing really booked it. I wouldn't have thought it would have gone that crazy far. Just right click. The same way you do like any other stuff. Is just right click it on. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. The rain isn't helping either. With it being all foggy. Because yeah, you should have the medallion in your hand. And then just right click. Because there's like a tiny little head slot. It's like a long rectangular. Or long rectangle on its sort of like head snout. This does allow me to test if mine elk will appear over here. Ah, I can't see one. Oh, that thing right there. No, that's just ground. See if my elk appears. Hopefully it does. I mean, to my knowledge it should, but maybe it is slightly too far for my elk to go. It's looking too far. Let's see if I keep... Yeah, my elk's over here. Actually, I don't know where my elk is, if I'm completely honest. Because my elk went weird and buggy at one point. Oh no, it was over there. I just remember trying to call it once and it didn't appear. But like the marker on the map appeared, which was weird. Okay. Munch, munch, munch. Can I eat? Ah, is it lagged up or something? Okay, there we go. I don't know what was going on there. Okay, let me go back to the train. Like, sorry sir, can I has another? That thing. Unless we use like the... Actually no, because I think it's only on the first one I've read as well. If you use like the drop from the Eidolon, which I wouldn't want to use because it's a good little memento of like, this is the first boss we ever killed. We'll see. Because unless it went into the cave, but I wouldn't have thought it would. Oh, there's a shiver, and I don't like shivers because they're weird and long and weird. Oh god. And he's laughing at me. Like a freak. Stay down there. Okay. Wasn't in there at least. Is that? That's a rabbit. I'd be surprised if it had despawned. Ooh. I found it! Bollocks, now the issue is without Rune here I can't do anything. How the hell did it end up over there? Doesn't matter. Actually, I wonder. Oh my god, a fucking another shiver. End yourself and leave me alone. That's not quite what I wanted to do. Yeah, you run away, you weirdo. Wait. I should be able to put it on its back. Oh no. Oh, right. It's control. Not right. Not just right click. Fucking... It's only a surface shield, so I'm not exactly worried, but still. It's just annoying. There we go. That's right. It's all control in this game. But I should be able to bring that one home. Like, even though it's not mine. Because it's a tamed elk. It should still be good. Like, I can still ride it and everything. But I can't call it. Like, this one doesn't show up on the mini-map. Like, it's not mine. I just realized the issue is I'm now going to leave Rune in the wilderness. As long as I can get his elk home, it's all okay. Because I think I can even technically tie it up. If I get like some rope, I can attach it to a fence. God knows what kind of pathing it took. Oh, okay. I thought a piece of rock was a bear. So, oh no. It somehow ended up close to the trader. And I was kind of wondering, would it default in trying to return to the trader? Which maybe it did. Hence why it was somewhat close. Ah, see, the rain's gone now. It's all nice and bright. Just like trample a rabbit as I go across. Yeah, these are like super nice. Like, I don't need to press anything and it'll just run on its own, apart from like turning to the side whenever I need to. I can just let go. And they can swim forever. They're like better than horses in Minecraft because they don't instantly drown themselves, which is always nice. But yeah, if we get to like here-ish, then we can just go straight across, which isn't too bad. Okay, elk found. Good job. Now we can actually carry on with our original mission of going to the whole new place. Yeah, it's like a little... Oh no, maybe it is the head mount slot. Like the entire head. I know there's a couple of head slots, I think. Oops, I accidentally pressed S. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. Oh, just silence, sorry. We don't need to worry now. Bit of rain? Bit of rain over there. Yeah, at least for the next locations, it'll probably be nice, simple, easy stuff where we just go here and explore. The one thing I have read is that you should not go in winter because when it gets snowy, it can hide some things. I don't know what. I don't know how that would affect the Lazaret because the Lazaret's underground, but apparently these are like more puzzle-based, story-based stuff, so not being able to see from the snow would be an issue. But okay. Look at... Actually... I honestly don't know if these are faster or slower than boats. But in a weird way, they're more convenient. Because on a boat, you have to constantly hold down like W to move forwards. Whereas on an elk, I just press it once and that's it. I do wonder whether that's like... They sort of rush the boat out. Because the boat is really cool. And the fact that you can carry 6 chests on it means that you can carry a lot of stuff. But having to constantly like hold down W in order to move does make it a little tedious. But I don't know whether what I've read is official or not, but I've read like there's a bit of, you know, we want to work on this, we want to improve it, we just wanted to get something out for like water stuff. So hopefully next big update, whenever that is, because I don't really know when any of their big updates are. But 1.3, ooh, could be really cool. I mean, that's the 3rd chapter stuff I'd be excited for, because hopefully then, like, I mean, whether they do it like this, like alternate chapters for bosses, so like 1st chapter has a boss, 2nd chapter doesn't, 3rd chapter has a boss, 4th chapter doesn't, stuff like that could be really cool. It's a bit of a shame the 2nd chapter doesn't have a boss, because the Eidolon's a bit of a pain to fight, but it's cool that it exists, you know? And not having like a big enemy to fight is like, oh. But I have no doubt that they'll continue to add like different enemy variants and types and more bosses later on. Excited to, ooh, okay. Excited to see like when we get into the late metal era and maybe more advanced technologies. I mean, I know there are some really advanced technologies you can make. There's a night vision mask, which I find crazy to exist in this game. Because a lot of things feel, you know, rather primitive. And then night vision mask? Able to see at night? So I'd be excited to get to that level. Well, I think one of the things for like the really advanced technologies is you need Jonas parts, which so far seem to be RNG from like high level enemies. From like bell. Actually, I don't know if bells drop them. But like locust nests potentially can. I don't know what else can drop a Jonas part. Or whether they're just found in like ruins and whatnot. I got worried. I was like, wait a second. The sky started getting dark and I was wondering whether the weather was going to be apocalyptic. I'm like, please no. I finally found elk. I'm hoping this thing doesn't despawn or wander out on its own. I'm going to try sticking it in the house just to trap it there. I'd assume because it's a tamed elk, it doesn't despawn. And it doesn't necessarily need to be claimed. That's just my hope. Otherwise, that's 100 gears down the drain, and I'm not going to lie, that would be really inconvenient. 100 gears can buy a lot of fancy, like, clothes and armor. We'll just wander it up. There's my elk. Need to get ruined like an elk blanket. Makes it more identifiable. Okay, you are going to chill in here. And keep that chest here. Like, we'll put some stuff in. Is there even anything I want to put in there? Not really. That raw heart. Okay, there's a few things that... No, it's fine. It's fine. My elk's here. He doesn't need to run anywhere. Okay. Lime water. Put you in there just so you don't go off. Music is such a jam. That's a shovel. I almost thought it was like a war hammer. I was like, oh, I see. What was discovered and placed here? Did I just put my knife away? I meant to put that away. Actually, this says... It says 4 meals in, but those 4 meals are pretty much just rotten at this stage. So it might be worth it making more porridge. It's kind of a weird crutch with the porridge because it lasts super long. I say super long. Like, it lasts a decent while when cooked. It lasts really long when in grain form. And it's just great for nutrition. So it's like, I find I default to it a little too much. Actually, because I only think I need 4. And then I randomly put 5 there. That's fine. Oh no, I only put 3 there. I miscounted. There we go. Make sure I don't accidentally set the elk on fire. Although it is now restrained to being inside. Which is good at least. But yeah, there's like a bunch of little slots on the elk, which I find so cool. Like one of the nice ones. Oh my god, look at that windmill go. Just up there spinning. That's why I wish there was more you could do with the windmill, because I think pretty much the only tools are... Sorry, I fucking love this thing. Just dunk, 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 dunk. Yeah, pretty much the only tools are the pulverizer and the helve hammer. You can use it with the quern in order to like grind stuff, which could be useful, but I mean, those are like your main two. But okay. Honestly, I might just put that crock down. I don't have too much use for it. Like, it's just going to be turned to rot shortly. Rye. Do we have any rye in here spelt? Flax, flax, rye, rye, flax. Okay. None that I can stack it with. Is there any in here? There is a bunch of flax. A couple of turnips. A bunch of rye. We can stack that there. Fresh for 14 days. Scrape never goes off. Yeah, so we've got like a ton of grain already. Which is nice. I mean, a ton of grain. So we're at least sort of at the stage where we never go hungry. We just constantly eat porridge. Become like pigeons where we eat rice and we just swell up and explode. Although I'm fairly certain that is just a myth and they don't actually do that. But you never know. You never know. Whoops. That's... There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can leave the last one in there, I guess, because I can't exactly do anything about that. And it's going to last a decent amount of time. So the one thing I did want to check is how the hell I put the elk in the boat, which I will quickly Google because I know you can, but I don't know what you need there. Because I think it'll be useful to do. Although now I've read a bunch of people getting their elk stuck, so maybe I won't. It's like, like it would be nice. But equally, like I don't want to risk anything. The problem is, I went back to... Grab that leather. Went back to the archives. Oh, that's where the gold is. To grab like all the stuff that we didn't before. And unfortunately, that now means that the boat is full of random shit. Which is a bit of a shame. Because it means that I don't really have anywhere to unload all of that stuff. You can put that there though. Those should be good. Get rid of the flax seeds. Actually, I'm going to yoink this leather real quick. It almost feels kind of bad doing this though, so if I grab like that, bring it up to... Oh, it never goes to full. 669. If I do another one, still 669. I guess because if, like, it can't go over, if that makes sense. Like 11 leather just to repair the body, which I think still is better than making one, but it's kind of like, ugh. And then the feet. I'm stupid. I didn't actually... There we go. And then the feet. Nice. Oh, maybe it's just the body. It gets a little funk. Oh no, I can do that now. I don't know why it wouldn't do it before then. But yeah, it's like 20 leather to repair everything, but it is more leather to actually make everything. I think it'll be worth it for the trip at least. I got a steel pickaxe, but I kind of don't need it. So I will put that back because I don't want to lose it. It's not too bad. Now that we've got access to steel, don't need to worry too much, which is nice. But still. What do you have in your pockets, silly little oak? Stones that we don't need. A bee grenade, which we don't need. Yet. Actually, I did see some people wondering how many bees it would take to kill the Eidolon. Like, if you just brought in nothing but bee grenades, could you kill the boss? And I'm like, well, that's a very important question. Can you kill a robot with bees? That away, that away, that away. I feel like I've still got too much in my hotbar. Sticks. We don't need 64 sticks or those torches. I will keep the like lit torch though, because I feel that can be useful. That. Okay, so we've got a fair few slots open, and my elk has a bunch of slots open as well. It's a shame because I'd want to take the boat for the trip. It does feel a bit cheesy using the elk just to run there, but that's also like the best thing we've got for it, I'd say. Although actually, because I used the boat before, I had to stick to the water. I wonder if going by land might be better. Although then I've got to be careful of potentially breaking legs. Not even just my legs anymore. I've got to be careful breaking other people's legs. The elk's legs. The good thing is they heal up pretty quick. Although I need to see... Because I think you do need to feed them. Oh my god, there's a bear in the water. These goddamn sneaky ocean bears. Yeah, you can see like creature weight is decent. I think it might start at good. So I actually might need to feed my elk, which I haven't done at all. And I've had it for like an in-game year. And just haven't fed it. I'm like, oh no. What if it starts just dying at one point? It just becomes nothing but skins and bones. I have to see. I didn't bring the lazarette note, but I don't think I need to bring the lazarette note. If I'm not mistaken, we can get rid of that for the moment because it's actually not there. I ended up picking it up and do that. Olivine I got, as long as it's on the map. There we go. As long as they're not like deleted, obviously I can always go back to them. The house will have. Everything else should fade off the map. Except for those ruins. I don't know what those ruins are. We'll get rid of those as well. At least on the elk. Because yeah, there's a bunch of land here in the middle. Before going over. It's so far away. I was going to say, it didn't feel that far away, but no, it did. It did feel that far away, actually. We'll go like over and we'll explore. We'll discover all the new shiny things there, hopefully. I mean, I'm hoping we've run into like some cool ruins. Whether they're above ground or underground, we'll wait and see. But I did find a really cool above ground one by like the archives where it had this, I guess, drainage pipe. I don't know what its design like idea was, but it was a tube of stone essentially with a pipe in the middle, and you go under and there's just like water swirling around in a circle. I'm like, huh, that's pretty cool. Don't know what it is, but I like it. And I kind of want to steal the pipes. Because I guess that's the only way you could get the pipes, because you can't break them in like any of the story locations because they're all protected. But the random ruins you can break. You just need a bunch of glue to make sure whatever you break stays in one piece. We'll see. We also need to get a resonator at some point, because obviously we've got like this BGM, which is pretty good. We've got a bunch of the tuning cylinders back at like home, and I want to see what they're actually like with the resonator, because it's meant to be like the jukebox, but I haven't heard any of the songs. I think there are some like super rare ones from what I've seen, but it's the same with Minecraft where there's like super rare music discs. I mean, some I've never got in that game. Maybe one day. Well, I'm keeping an eye on Minecraft to see what it does, because they've been having some really interesting updates. Like the Happy Ghast is a really interesting, I mean, it's not just an interesting idea for it being like the Happy Ghast, but the fact that it's an entity that you can stand on is really cool, because it basically means that, okay, you've got a platform you can just fly around, which I really like. Whether they end up doing anything like that for this, I don't know. Because obviously this would have diverged from Minecraft by quite a bit by this point. But I would love if you could go in the boat and like actually stand in the boat with it moving rather than needing to sit down. We'll have to wait and see. This person is going nuts on the violin. Love it. Need to have like a little auditorium in a building. I feel like, I don't know, a lot of the traits and everything don't really mean too much, at least for me, although I haven't used the Tinkerer trait actually to make the special spear. I can't remember what it's called. Actually, I can just click that, can't I? Yeah, the tuning spear, which I really should just make, because yeah, having a locust could be good. Man, I just like the look of the tuning spear. 7 piercing damage, which actually I don't think it's too much. Storable on ground. Correct. Is there any? I don't think there's any other form of tool rack, to my knowledge. The fact that there's like unique weapons, because I know, I can't remember what its class name is. I think it's Blackguard. Yeah. Because I think they get unique armor, like Blackguard Greaves. Maybe not. High damage tier resistant. When damaged by a higher tier attack, the loss of protection is only half as much. But I can't remember if they can own, if they're the only ones that can make it, or if everyone can. It might be they're the only ones that can wear it, or maybe I'm just crazy. I mean, it's just iron on Blackguard Greaves. Those are damaged. Those are repaired. Oh, but those, wait. Blackguard Greaves broken. Sold by the okay, I thought they were from the class for some reason. Oh, so that's kind of interesting. So these are very much like the Forlorn Hope, and I guess they're two halves of like the coin. So the Blackguard are like all iron and, you know, dark colored and everything, where you just need iron chain, and then click that makes that, and then, you know, then it requires iron plate for the next tier. Whereas if I go to the Forlorn Hope, it's sort of the same thing. Forlorn Hope, we'll go with the helmet, which is what I currently have. It's like you get the broken form, which you then use to make the damaged form by just attaching iron chains. And then that form can then be used to make like the repaired full-on one by adding in gold, whereas the black gold one only requires iron. Interesting. Might have to try and collect it all, actually. I could have sworn there was a class blackguard. Whoops. Double R. But maybe I'm wrong. No, I think there is. I know they've got like some unique stuff. I mean, all the classes do. Like the tailor gets the sewing kit, which is really nice. I was debating on going up to the commodity guy, but not for now. This is what I mean. Like the elk's almost better than the boat, because I can just be like, okay, elk, away you go, and he'll just carry on swimming. And I can just like, oh, you know, search through inventory, make sure, you know, I know what I need to get, or I've got everything organized. Or if it's like a long trip, then I can always just sort of AFK, come back and be like, oh, you know, elk's still in the water, don't need to worry. Because so far, at least, there are no enemies in the water, which is good, because that would be terrifying. But once there are enemies, then I just need to be spooked by everything. I don't think... Actually, is that something? That almost looks like it would be a ruin there. Like, almost all across all here. Same... Oh, definitely there, actually. Something. We'll make that a swirl. And I will... Yeah, I'll pin it just so I can see. Might try having a look at it as we go past. Because cool ruins would always be appreciated. I think I've mentioned it before, where I think the last stream and the first stream I done of Vintage Story. No, maybe it wasn't the first, but... Or maybe it wasn't the last. But one of the streams I done of Vintage Story, we ended off on finding a cave that had like a cool looking... like banner or tapestry or something in it. And I've not found anything like that since. Like, I've wanted to see all the cool funky things that are hidden in the world, and I have just found nothing. Like, oh, but maybe one day. I just got to keep going into caves rather than being spooked by them. But damn, they are dangerous, and I accidentally hit S. Okay, let's climb. Let's go up. I think I have to be careful, because there we go. Most of the time the elk rises to the surface, but sometimes it doesn't, and that scares me. The elk will just stay under the water. I'm like, are you going to drown? Where was that thing I was trying to discover? I know sometimes the map like tries to reload. Oh, there's definitely something there. Oh, was it lower down? It might have been lower down. Oh, I want to explore, because I think that's a trader, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what that is. That might just be a maple tree. Because the maple tree's got like very vibrant red. But I think that, at least, is a trader. Which would be cool. Gotta be careful in forests though. The amount of times I've like run into a dead end. Because I can't see through the trees. And like a wolf or a bear has just snuck up and punched me and killed me. It is very aggravating. It is a trader. And he's right here. You wait right here, elk. We're gonna go mug this man. Who is very much stuck. Greetings. What do you trade? Actually, what's your name? Haldor. And you are a building material. Okay, they got like wallpapers, shingles. I actually do want to make like a house with shingles and everything like that. I think that could be super cool. Like bronze lantern, bismuth bronze, tin bronze. I think I've got a brass lantern currently. Those would actually be decent for money. I haven't found how you can get an owl treasure chest. There's a couple of them. Quicklime. But I think it's meant to be just what you find in caves and ruins and stuff. But I have found none. Build mats, yeah. And then trader. Just so I know. No, head like south. You better not attack me, boy. Trying to be all peaceful, trying to be all relaxed. ball coming out, trying to beats me up. Oh, is that a cave? Yes, it is. There are a lot of caves. It's very Minecraft-esque in that regard, and there's just chasms all over the place, just waiting to break your shins. And you know, I could do without that. Just right now, I could do without my shins being shattered. Oh, I stopped right on a cave. I was like, that's quite a big... Oh. Okay, there we go. You wait right there, Elk, you dick. Yeah, do you know, I actually don't want to explore down there. Strangely enough, I don't want to go down there. Okay, grab the dirt. Use the dirt. And then I've got to make a bloody pathway for my elk to get out because it's now stuck. Actually, I could really go up here. Because I can climb like a couple blocks, which is super nice. Sometimes I feel they can climb more than they should, or climb more than they do. I'm going to mark it. Except I'm slightly off, but I'll call it cave. Just so I know, again, like if I'm ever in the neighborhood, I can do a bit of exploring. I want to catch the butterflies at some point as well. There's like lots of them around. Ooh. Is this even anything? Maybe it's not. I thought it was from like the shapes and whatnot on the main. Look at that climb. It's crazy. Oh, that's a bit of a pit. That's kind of all that is, though. It's a freaky pit. I don't think it is anything. I can't tell if that's just a hole. I think it is. Like just a dent. I'm going to unmark it, but I'll keep it there. Because the way that's generated almost makes it look like that would be where a meteorite struck. I don't think it's set out usually like that. Oh, elk, just go down. I want you to go down without dying. You keep trying to climb up every rock. Okay, doing good. Let's go. It's not too bad usually because they'll regen their own health. And decently quickly. But the last thing I need is my elk to just perish. I have meds for it, but I don't want to burn through all of those before we even get to the important place, you know? Hopefully I don't burn through all of them there either. Or it's very, very vertical here. Yeah, so it took a little bit of damage. Tiny bit of damage, though. So nothing to be concerned about. I do like these kind of structures. Towering stones, also like the underwater plants. I've noticed that, especially in this area, actually, there's a few bits of coral around. Okay, getting over this is going to prove to be difficult and tedious. I was hoping to go on this side, on like that side to be close to water, which would in theory be flatter ground, but I was instantly proven wrong. Okay, just sands. Nothing but sand. Okay, actually, let's see what's around. I don't think I know. Let's go into the water for now. And then look at the map to see. Yeah, so I've got an island over there. I don't know if that's a big bit of land. Obviously there's land over here and it's within relative distance of the Lazarette. Yeah, once we get to like here, then we can take land. And honestly, I might chop down that tree. See what fruit it is. We've now got a couple of pairs of our... Well, a couple of pear trees. We haven't had any pears. But yeah, although from what I've read, they take like in-game years to get, which is nuts. Although, I've looted a couple of fruit trees before, and they do give you quite a lot of fruit. What is... Okay, that's just maple trees. I'm fairly certain those are just maple trees. That, on the other hand... Something? Maybe. It looks... interesting. Where did that mark go? Did that not mark? Just whatever. Or is it just laggy? Could be laggy because I'm loading in like new chunks. That's what I'm thinking at least. Whereas if I stop, it might instantly load or suddenly load those in. Oh, I see. Instead there's nothing. Funky grounds. Okay. I think it's just... There we go. Like, had to catch up with itself, and now there's just Now there's suddenly a bunch of them. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We only need the one. And something works. Get rid of these islands. Honestly, in some ways, this game almost feels like playing Civilization. Where you gotta like look for resources. You gotta look at the little chunks, little squares to you know, there's some decent resources there. Some places, you know, you've got like the mountainous area that'll protect me. That'll give me like a defensive bonus. Other areas, it's like, oh, you know, good plains, can grow some crops there. I do want to set up actually properly on one of the islands. Maybe not there, but there's a few islands in like this area. It's like this one or this one. Especially this one. This one's like very tall. Like set up there and have like proper fields of farmland and everything. But I can't remember. I don't know what pendletite is used for. I don't know what pendletite is. No. Oh, malefactor. That is the class I was thinking of, not the blackguard. Malefactor. Or malefactor? I don't know how it's actually pronounced. Because they can make a unique weapon? I think. Because I think it's the class Runes. But I can't remember. They can make some unique stuff. Does it not come up for anything? Or is it not PEN? Oh no, it is PENT. Pent. Oh, pentlatite. Whereas I was doing pend. What is that though? Oh, it's nickel, which is used for nickel. Oh, which is used for cupronickel, which I think is used for like high level stuff. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, like the rod suit, the resonator, the teleporters, which I think are really interesting. You've got like the terminus teleporter. I've only read about this thing. Apparently it sends you back wherever you died, which I think's interesting. The only annoying thing is with like the teleporters, a single-use teleporter that will bring you back to your returning point or stuff like that. It's like, it's okay. Oh yeah, you've got the rickety translocator, which I think can be used once or twice. Customized translocator schematic. Or maybe not. Maybe it is super useful. I mean, it's another schematic. How many schematics are there? Or maybe there is only 2. I want to check. It closed because I'm just looking at those too much. Where am I currently? I'm lost. Somewhere in the ocean. That's fine. It is what it is. Scam. Okay, so those are the only 2 schematics. And yeah, it's used for a rickety translocator. Part of me really wants to like search that up to see what it is. The other part of me is like, use it steel, Jesus. Okay, not many things do use steel because it's like the highest tier metal you can make anything out of. It's actually not too bad to get once you've like started getting it. Like once you've made a batch of it, it's not too difficult to make more batches. Ooh, I'm intrigued. Translocator. Okay, so you've got static translocators, which are the ones we rebuild. And then a rickety translocator. But I feel like a rickety translocator, it sounds like it'll break. You know? Like, it being called rickety doesn't fill me with confidence. So I don't know what I just typed in there. I was trying to... Irish moss. Okay. I was wondering what that was because it looked like meat. And obviously I sort of caught the word meat up there. I was like, huh. Ooh. Still trying to look around for high quality soil. Not found any. It's like as soon as I find some high quality soil, we can make some real nice ground. There's some real nice farmland. What's the weather like? Calm. Okay, that's always good. These? Okay, they're like little trees. For a second I thought they might be fruit trees. But no. No luck there. Ooh, I just saw a light. I think that's a trader. Whether it's a trader I know of, I don't know. That is the nice thing. The traders, you know, kind of stand out like a beacon of hope in the night. Go check the ground. I do wonder if you can catch those fireflies. I haven't been to this trader apparently. Okay, I don't know if I've even actually been on this island. That's very square, whatever that is. Oops. Oh, it's shift. There we go. Hitting every other button. Trader question mark? I have... He's just spawned in. There we go. I have had it happen like that before, where I guess if you get there a little too soon... Oh, this guy would have been great. Because we actually have... He's an artisan, so it's never that interesting, but we actually have low quality peridots and emeralds. Maybe we'll come back to him. I mean, that's 10 gears for a low quality peridot. Usually the emerald's worth more. Usually the diamond's worth the most. That's actually good. I mean, we could end up with an extra 19 gears here, which could be very useful. I mean, I think that would almost get us to the next piece of forlorn gear. Okay. So long, buddy. Actually, I do kind of want to go north. I want to see what that arch out of white stone looks like. Whatever this thing is. At least while it's calm, there shouldn't be enemies spawning. Although apparently that was a bug where enemies could spawn either throughout the day, or I guess when things were peaceful. Oh, wait, I'm right next to it. Elks move quick. Elks move super quick. I can't see. Ah, okay. It was just the entrance to a cave. Not even a cave. Okay, I get it. I get it. You're fine. I'd love if you could, like, at some point we can get armor for the elk. I think that'd be so cool. Like, battle elk. One day our dreams will no longer be dreams. There's no way that's a meteor sight, right? Oh my god, what is that? I can only see shadow. Okay. Baby steps. Baby steps. Sprints. I do love it. It's like hit sprint and it just bolts it. So the problem is it will just throw itself off of cliffs. Which I can see that being used for like the other bridle, because it means that you're fully in control. It only moves when you want it to move. But equally, you can move it decently well. As long as you're not sprinting everywhere, it's not too much of an issue. I'm assuming this is just plants. Actually, maybe something else. God, why is it always so dark? Sorry, I was like doing that. I was wondering what was flopping around in my hand. It was the bone pipe. But it just looked like so bendy and floppy. Like, oh. Just like holding a wet noodle in my hand. Okay, is there anything here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I think it was just the granite sand. Kind of made it look like something was here. You gotta look for all the funky structures on the map. Ooh. Okay. Small steps. As long as we land in the water, we're not breaking our bones. That's about all I can ask for. Whereabouts am I? Again, this is what I love about like having the ocean setting turned on. It's just, here is a continent. Goodbye. You go off just across the vast watery depths. Which is why I'd love if like there was a mod or something so you could get NPCs in boats. Say you just had like point A and point B, and you could make them just travel and fill up like an inventory at either end. But then at least that way, say you were out on the water, you could see them just going from point A to point B. Well, I guess you'd have, well, I was going to say, I guess you'd have the issue of them having to load in the area to actually be able to travel. But Minecraft has kind of got around that now with entities loading chunks. Or is it Nether portals loading chunks? Something loading chunks to be able to do that. Because it used to be, or they've made it now, like, say you throw an ender pearl through a portal. Like, it will load on the other side to, like, hit a block. Whereas it didn't used to. You just throw it through and I think it would just maybe hit in, like, a little bit in the nether. But now you can sort of chain them together. It goes super far. Okay, okay, I mean, we are still far. Just about on, like, max map size. But once we get to this land, it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully. At least on the land, we can go pretty damn quick. And see if there's like any interesting structure like that. That looks like an interesting... That looks like a ruin 100%. I don't know whether it is, but I'm going to believe it is. I'll do that anyway. And we'll mark it, because it could be something good to swing by. At least in one of the sets of ruins I found. There's like 60 goddamn bony soils. And that shit's like playing a really, really bad RNG gacha game. So you go panning. It's like, fingers crossed I'll get something. Most of the time, no. Yeah, I've got to make sure I eat that porridge first. I might as well chuck it there. My weapon almost broken. The weapons honestly last like the longest, which is kind of nice. But I am still hesitant because there's a... Actually, I wonder if there's a Blackguard sword. Because there's a full-on... Yeah, Blackguard short sword. Which you can make. Ah, but that requires the Merciless trait. Which I think is from the Blackguard class. That is interesting. Because, yes, you've got the Blackguard short sword, but then... Sort of saying how they were mirrored with the Forlorn. Or the Forlorn Hope earlier. You've got the Forlorn Hope S-Stock, which is basically like a white version of the Blackguard short sword. Less durability though. But you can only buy this. And I don't think there's a way of repairing this. To my knowledge. Which is better. Attack tier 4. What was the Blackguard one? Honestly, short sword would have been smaller. See, that's attack tier 4, but the durability is like double. And you can craft this, which is literally stick, iron short sword head, and charcoal. I think that's the only use for the iron short sword head. Basically, if you don't have the Merciless trait, you can't do anything for it. Which is a bit of a shame, but you know, if you want a different variety, like that, in a way, there's no real need for this. So that's 1153. But if I go with, actually, I can just hover over it. 855. Oh, okay. So it does slightly more damage and it has, what, an extra 250 durability? Okay, that's not bad then. So there is use to it. I was like, why wouldn't you just make a Falx instead? That's 2.5, whereas I think the short sword is also 2.5. Short arrow fed. No. Short sword. Yeah, 2.5. Unfortunately, no swords are longer than 2.5. Kind of the issue is if I go to spear, it's a flint spear, whatever. So these are 3.5. These are a meter longer, but ruined boar spear. 8 piercing damage when thrown. Decently strong. What's that? That was 7 when thrown. Ornate gold spear. 8.25. And you can only buy those. I thought you'd also be able to make those. Yeah, there's no like iron tier spears, which is a bit of a shame. It's like once you get to that level, it's like, okay, well, you can't then use any spears. You're kind of just stuck with swords, which means you're a meter closer to your enemies. Scrap spear, but not very useful. So yeah, honestly, if you can find a ruined boar spear, that's like the strongest thing. Well, its attack tier is 0, so it's actually not. So I guess this would be 7 piercing damage, or the ornate ones. But I feel like they're not worth. Because yeah, they're 8.25, whereas the tuning spear, attack tier 0, attack tier... Okay, so they're all attack tier 0. 4.3. 2, so these aren't very strong. 4. Okay, so if you're throwing it, the tuning spear. But for general use, either the ornate silver or ornate gold are like the best. But yeah, they're just financially not very worth it. These are 8 as well, actually. So yeah, even just like a higher tier metal spear. They're not crazy good, but they're decent. A bit of a shame though, because I like using spear. Oh my god, there's a bunch of bauxite. I didn't know there was all this bauxite over here. That's intriguing. 'Cause yeah, I went down in the ocean because wherever I'd run into land, I'd be like, okay, I've got to go around it. I want to quickly check over here because that could be very useful. Or at least a bit useful. Bauxite's not crazy useful, but it is nice to have. Most of the bauxite I found has been underground. Under the ocean as well, which hadn't made it easy to get to. But here, I mean, it's just whole mountains. Also, there's a trader there. Always nice then. But okay. Got one little elk, and also we'll be on land, which will speed us up. You can even see him from over there. I do wish there was a telescope. Binos. Tame. Could you imagine getting an albino elk? That'd be so cool. I wonder if it's like a random chance what kind of elk you'd get. I'm not gonna lie, if I'm you just have to keep like buying elks from the trader, but I would love to get an albino elk just to flex. All this bauxite sand. The sand's not useful, but the stone is. Here's tons of the stuff. So I guess if I'm ever in need, we have a location. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, it's just the trader. I wonder if this is like a little oasis. Maybe not. Maybe it does connect to the general ocean, but still. Nice to find. I mean, like, find really funky ruins, but can't have everything. Okay. And there might even be funky ruins, just difficult to find. Hector, the agricultural supplier. Soybeans. What do you sell? Blue cheese. I think you need salt to make a bunch of cheese. We don't really need that anyway. Tin bronze knife. 5 gears. That's okay for like how easy you can make it. Most of that not super useful though. Agri. All agri and angry. Okay. Oh, my eye just twitched. Oh, wait, is that a ruin? No, that's a tree. I was like rubbing my eye. I was like, huh, that looks weirdly blocky. It's like everything looks weirdly blocky. Oh, cave. Oh my god, deep cave. Oh my god, very deep cave. Again, just noting them down. I do wonder if it like adds. So I guess like my system to load all these different waypoints. I would have thought so. Oh, at least I wouldn't have thought it would be anything too heavy or too bad. But yeah, I'm up to 168 waypoints, so got to keep track. Okay, nothing crazy though. And kind of a small island with a really funky peak. Yeah, just up on that mountain. There's just like a bauxite peak. That's cool. Build a country on this island. Be kind of nice. I think that's always like the idea I've always liked from things like Minecraft or Vintage Story, or I guess just like those creative type games, is if you get like a lot of people on them and you end up with that whole sort of tribal mentality where people start going off into their own little groups and building their own like lands, their cities and everything. I always think it's such a cool idea. You need like a lot of people to really create that sort of ecosystem. I don't think there's anything else around. Not that I can see on the map. Obviously, I'm having to look at pixels to really determine what is what. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that stands out. Like, looks a little funky, but maybe nothing. Just strangely smooth up here. God, it looks like a map from like an old Command and Conquer game. Which I used to love. Actually, I don't know if no, I don't think I done Command and Conquer on stream. I thought about it. I think I just played those on my own. Because I used to... It was actually one of the first PC games I ever played was a Command and Conquer game. Absolutely loved it. I think what I wanted to play on stream was Army Men. Which is was that kind of thing, or kind of like style, so RTS style. Except you're like the little plastic army men. And they would very brutally die. Like, I know there was... In one of the games, I think it was the second game. There was a level where you were in like a standard human kitchen. And you could turn the burners on in an oven. And plastic doesn't do well with heat, so you literally melt people alive. It's a very, very interesting game. Maybe I just need to play that on my own. I just need to like play that again. Because yeah, that was real interesting. There was like a whole bunch of weird mechanics to it. Like you were typically the green army guys. I can't remember what the enemy typically were. They might be like tan. I can't remember. They weren't like red. Oh, no, I was gonna say it was blue, but I don't think it was blue either. Because what you could occasionally do is find like a blue plastic soldier who would be like neutral, I think, or like a spy. And he was always really cool to have. I don't know if he had anything really special going on with him. I just saw a blue guy and I was like, hells yeah, he's mine now. Kidnapped him and ran away with it. All the different vehicles and stuff were super cool in that, because you'd have like tanks, you'd have personnel carriers. I think you even had like planes, but I don't know if you could always stay in them. You had boats, which I definitely remember. Although I think it was sort of, I was gonna say World War II era technology. This is nothing super like fancy or crazy. There's still some pretty cool stuff. Maybe I will have to look into that, because I used to have it on CD, but I think even just trying to get that to run at this stage would be hellish. Same with Viva Pinata, which I ended up playing on stream. I got the game disc and couldn't activate it. Obviously, it's ancient at this point, but the patches and everything I needed just to be able to make the game run, because it's, I was gonna say start date. I mean, that was on the Xbox 360, so it shouldn't, I don't know, maybe I'm just really old. I was gonna say it shouldn't be that outdated, but that, I mean, it's still a while ago. I know Microsoft at some point obviously tried creating like the one system, making things seamless across, although I think that was with the Xbox One, where they were trying to integrate, or at least smooth out the transition from PC to console gaming. Hence why we've got like Game Pass on PC. It's just making everything work across the board. I was hoping that dirt over there would be like high quality, but I don't think it is. No, because it'd be tons if it was high quality. Is any of this high quality? Like it looks dark, but I think it's only medium. Yeah. There's no high quality. It's like super dark soil. Obviously meant to make it look like it's all full of nutrients and everything. But it's not exactly the easiest thing to find, especially if you're on top of it. It's just going to look like regular soil from the top. Got to bounce around. That way I won't fall into any chasms. Oh, all my bones. I do love that the water goes muted when you're on the water. I do love that the audio goes muted when you're under. Is that pendletite? I think it is. I was after that for ages. You wait right here, elk. I've discovered if you leave them in water, they really don't like it. Andesite. I mean, it's got to be pendletite. Which would mean that there's olivine there. Or could potentially be olivine there. Except I can't quite get up to that. I'm not going to go digging into it too. It is. No, peridotite. That's what I meant. Pendletite's the one I kept getting mixed up with it, thinking it was going to be useful, but then wasn't. But okay, that's interesting to have here. Because olivine's used for the fancy steel making. Peridotite. Exclamation point, because we're excited. And it can be a green star. And there's andesite, although I don't think anything special spawns in andesite off the top of my head. But it's a cool looking rock, you know, it's that nice sort of greyish blue. Always good for building mats. Okay, we're starting to at least get close-ish to the Lazarette. God, I hope I don't die while over. That'd be like the worst thing, just finally get here and like a nightmare shiver or like a nightmare drifter which walks up, punches me. See, I'm only in leather armor, which helps, and I have noticed it like really helps at a basic level, but it's not like the iron chainmail that makes me nigh on invincible, where I'm just like getting punched and like, oh, that's actually not that bad. But still, the Eidolon just destroyed me. Destroyed me and Rune like it was nothing, which is crazy. Because the only thing better than that would have either been like the higher tiers, which reduce your healing capabilities and everything, or it would have been steel chainmail, which is literally the best chainmail in the game. So couldn't really have got our hands on that. Ooh, shirt ruined. I wouldn't expect anything to really be here, but yeah, I do wonder if maybe I should be digging underground more for these, like seeing them here and being like, okay, let's actually like excavate everything. I never know. Because sometimes I'll like dig down and it'll just be the bottom of it, or it'll just be nothing but dirt. But I'm like, if I carried on digging down, would I be able to discover things under the surface? And I'll go super deep, but you know, properly excavate the blocks. I know there are some really cool like underground ruins, and most of the fancy things are underground to my knowledge. Surface stuff is cool and has little treats here and there, but if you want the goods, you got to go deep underground. And that's where I found a grave, and I was like, yippee! And then it had an altar, and I was like, yippee! But I didn't take it. I'm tempted to go back and take the altar, but I want to wait a little bit. I'll build my own altar. Build like my own little temple. Okay. I don't know what this trader has, even though I've marked it down. Honk, says the elk. Okay. Who are you? What are you? Building materials. You're onyx. Just like the Pokemon man. Pink wallpaper. Purple and gold wallpaper. That's very nice. I don't know if you can get wallpaper from anything else or if it's only from traders. If I'm completely honest. It might literally only be from traders. Got a few things on him. Like stuff, but not super interesting. Tin boards. Oh, 8 gears for that. And he'd buy 2 of them. If only I had 2 of those. Definitely interesting to keep in mind though. Although lanterns are, I think it's 2 ingots, so it's kind of worth. Also, how do I not have this? How did I not find this? Ooh, is that native copper bits? Okay. I thought that was bones. Not bones, but you know, I guess it's okay. Big ruin though, so yeah, like this, I'm like, maybe I should dig underneath. I won't right now, because I don't really need whatever could be underneath. Like, ooh. Okay, let me mark this out though. More ruins. I like the elk, like if you're away from it, it just lays down. But if as soon as you get close to it, it like stands back up ready. Like, oh, he knows. Oh god. Wolves and wolf babies. I just wanted to go to the fruit tree. Ah, fuck another wolf. Ah, fuck another wolf. Nothing but wolves around here. Keep running, elk. Ah, okay. I guess we ran on those leaves. That's cool. I'll take it. Fucking wolves are the worst. I mean, luckily, like, the elk is super speedy. Because most of the time, even on foot, I can't outrun wolves, and it makes me so mad. I, like, try to escape and just get munched. And I'll be like, oh. Just like that. Okay, thunderstorm behind me. Is there nothing here? I guess not. Ah, it might have been the big tree. I know, like, I mean, that's a thick boy tree. Which, I mean, if I ever need oak logs, but is nice, but outside of that. Call it thick oak and make it tree shaped. Yes, like if I ever need oak logs, those are super nice because you can just use an axe, hit one block, and the entire thing falls down. Destroys your axe, but outside of that, you know, who's that worried? So notice there's a lot of onions and things around. I don't need them yet. I'd love if you can make like full-on meals. But I mean, I know there are like fancier meals you can make and you can blend ingredients together in like the cooking pot to make fancier stuff, but most of the time it feels like there's not really any real point to it. I'm walking on a tree and that has me scared. Another big tree. Another really big tree. Is that? That is quartz. Okay. It's like looking like, huh. I couldn't tell if it was just waves or what. I think at some point I do need to go around. Look at that little fox. At some point I do need to go around digging up more quartz because silver And I think maybe gold can be in quartz. And I need to get a lot of those. I need to build a vault and become a dragon just hoarding rare metals. That is my life's goal. Okay. Dum. I was enjoying the music. I would have thought I would have heard them all by now. And maybe I have, and just my brain can't store all that information, so it gives up and makes me forget them. Some of these tunes, they're just nice. Does make me wonder. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Okay, one, you go wait with these ruins. I wasn't quite... Look at that. These are really funky ruins. I mean that... And like, it's really well built, which is kind of weird. I wonder if there's something below. I was not expecting like multiple caves. Ooh, what is that? What is that actually? I am curious. Is that borax? I swear to God if it is. I was like looking for borax for the longest time. I have most of it now. You only need a small amount anyway because it's used for fusing metals together as a flux. But still just finding any of it. It is borax. That's crazy. Yippee. I'm just mark pickaxe, see if there's anything. That's a bunch of bow torn, so that's less yippee. And this is, I mean, there could be something down there. Just so I know I'm excited about it, it's got to be in caps. Okay, interesting. I mean, almost fell down, broke my legs, but very interesting because of that. And clay, although I'm less worried about clay. It's nice to have, but not the biggest win, you know? Although you do need clay for like some late stuff. It's like you need clay at the very beginning and then you need clay at the very end. You need like fire clay, which I have found none of. I guess let's go up. Just so we're kind of staying on land. Climb. Ooh. How majestic. Oh my god, even more borax. Oh my Jesus. It took me so long to find even a smidgen of the stuff. And now it's all over the place. Which, ooh. I've got a super complain about, but I'm like, I was hoping it wouldn't be too bad. Okay, how close are we? We're not a million miles away. I know it's mostly just been traveling this stream. Big world hides big secrets, essentially. But I at least want to explore the Lazarus. Probably won't be able to do any of the other locations, and maybe I should have got here before. But I wasn't sure how things would be. But at least want to explore this one. I also don't know how the other locations tie together. God, I hope I didn't need to bring the vessel for this. Like no, you couldn't have needed it. Because if you did, then you wouldn't be able to trade it to the villager to get discounts. Also, look at that very round island. With something under the water. I do love like how deep the oceans can go on this. It's terrifying. If you like try and just dive down, you can almost spend like all your oxygen bar before you even get to the bottom in some instances, and it is horrifying. Also, there's a trader there, which is pretty close. Yeah. But look at all this. I think it's andesite sand. Andesand. We'll get that soon. Once we get onto this land, we should mostly be able to run. We have gone so far, and we've marked so many extra things on our travels. Like when the map hasn't loaded and you just see waypoints everywhere. It's like, huh, we've seen so much on our travels. Haven't explored any of them because it's scary. But we've seen them at least. I do wonder why it occasionally has to like reload, and if there's like a lighter way of loading the map would be kind of nice. We'll quickly hydrate. chill vintage story soundtracks. We just sail out on the ocean on our elk, listening to nice relaxing music. What a nice time we're having. I mean, it's so far going well. We haven't died. No, we haven't died. We were attacked by one wolf earlier, but no more. Yeah, I don't think there's any crazy terrain. It looks like there might be something there, but I think it's just plants. Like flowers end up looking rather interesting on the map, but then they've got like nothing there. Yeah, I hope at least in the future they make the boat obviously so that you just press one button and go. It was either suggestions or it was plans. They wanted to make like the sailboat more wind based, which would make sense. But then balancing that could be interesting. It's like, okay, well, you don't want to make it so you like I say, you don't want to make it so that you can't move like a direction when it is windy, like you can't go against the wind. But I guess if you could attach oars to the sailboat, because I know you can attach oars to like the raft, I think it is. Yeah, I haven't made a raft. Damn, that's a lot of logs to make a raft. Ebony raft. I need to find ebony trees. Or purple heart trees. I haven't seen purple heart at all. I have seen ebony at least. But only in like a Sahara biome. Sorry, I'm just looking at things now. I just get distracted. Crude ore. Aged. But yeah, like you can make ores. I don't think you can make a not crude ore though. There's redwood trees, which I haven't seen either. Yeah, 'cause there's like quarter redwoods. Which means those things must be huge. I want to make like ebony. Like an ebony boat. Or an ebony... just literally attaching a seed to a string. Yeah, I think an ebony sailboat would look super cool. With all the black wood. Purple heart could look kind of nice, but I think it's a little too vibrant purple. In my opinion. Oh, ruin. Yeah, I'm not really aiming to do anything with these, especially the ones that have like the... Oh, bony soil. That is nice, and I kind of want it. But not for now. Yeah, I don't want to fill my inventory up. But I tend to leave those containers because when I break them, I just get whatever's in them. But when Rune breaks them, with the class he is, he gets a chance of like picking them up and then they can be traded. Now it's unlikely, but I want to quickly check. Okay, yeah, I don't think it is. It's only because this is a very like circular sort of area. I was like, there's nowhere meteor crashed here, right? I mean, that'd be cool, but it doesn't look like it. At least from the one meteor I did find, they're in like very circular impacts rather than these sort of oblongish ones. But ah, well. Oh my god, cave. I'm so glad this thing actually moves like super quick. This is just a weird shape. Big cave. There we go. Okay, it's still like decent in terms of hunger, which is good. I do wonder if I can just feed it seeds. Or grain even. It's not a bird, I wouldn't just feed it seed. Okay. Keeping an eye on what's around here though, because I don't think I explored this area much. It was mostly just like being close to the coast. So I could see where I can go. Or could go on a boat. Actually. Is this right? Yeah. It's done. No wonder. I might need a trough actually. I was like, can I just feed it from my hand? No, that would just be me eating it. And in fact, I did. Yeah, I think maybe you'd need a trough for them. The issue with the wiki for this game is, because the game updates and changes quite a bit with its major updates, the wiki tends not to be that updated. which is a bit of a shame. Makes it very awkward when knowing like what actually exists or how things function. Most things are fine though, and ooh, it took a bit of damage, and at least the in-game handbook. Oh fuck, wolves! Just keep running. A little bit of leg breaking's fine. Yeah, the in-game handbook really just guides you on most things. There are some things I think I've seen that it doesn't really cover, but for the most part, you can get through, like actually guiding yourself through the game with the game. Oh god, wolves. Fucking book it. Because I almost thought I was going to get stuck on one of those trees. That might have been another wolf I didn't see. So many freaking trees. I need to not get stuck on anything. Try to keep an eye on the tree, see if there's like an ebony tree or anything, but doesn't look like it. Maybe those are really only in like savanna areas. Because I haven't seen any outside of it. Apparently they are meant to be like decently rare. Oh, I was scared for a second there because I couldn't see. And I think turn. So when trying to navigate through things like this, I can see why you'd want to be able to have that finer movement, that finer control. Oh god, that's a cliff. Oh god, that's a cliff. I didn't realize we were falling down that. Guess as soon as I make it run, like it books it. Okay, it's not too bad. And I can always use the healing on it, which isn't bad at all. God, it's these like thick, low down pine trees. I fucking hate them. Because you can't like see through. And at a certain point, you can't go through them. Which means you just get stuck on them. And then if a wolf's behind you, it bites you in the arse and you die. And after all this travel time, I wouldn't want to go through that. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't want to just die. Oh, that's copper. I mean, that's still kind of cool, but it's just copper. Okay, I think I've got to try getting up here. Slightly lost on where I am, where I need to go. Yeah, maybe I should have just stuck to the water. Yeah, I don't know how high elk can climb. Oh my, let's not jump off of that. It looks like they can go up like 2 blocks vertically, maybe even 3 in some instances. Which is kind of useful, because that's crazy high. What's the bet I can make this? Oh! Okay, it didn't take that much damage, luckily. It took a bit, but it didn't take that much. I fucking hit the corner. That had me terrified. Because that done like 3-4 points of damage to the elk. Luckily, they've got rather rubbery bones. Yeah, it's slightly awkward because if I go to move backwards, oh, I was hoping it would climb up that. There we go. It gets a little funky. Go on, you can climb that. You can climb. Oh. Okay, but what if block? Hey, see, we can make it work. Well, these types of terrains, like again, I kind of like them, but I kind of really hate them because they're really awkward to get around. I find like they're a trap. Once you get in them, you're stuck in them. And trying to get out is really the challenge. Okay, it is rather injured, so what I'm going to do is heal it. How do you heal? Control heal. Stop fucking moving. There we go, 28. And while I'm here, I'll eat. Momch. Nice. Issue is, it's taken me so long just to get to this, or like get close to the Lazarette. If I need to explore it for ages, then we're gonna kind of run into an issue where all my food starts going bad. I was trying to see if there might be a way I can get around here actually. Not quite, but we'll see. God, when it sprints, it books it. Which is great for most instances, but sometimes it's just a bit of a pain. hoping. Okay. Gonna make this area look a bit ugly, but that's fine. So yeah, as long as I can kind of climb up and over, we should be okay, I think. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Verticality? Nah, brother. Unstoppable. Except this block of dirt in the way. And the issue is I can't see through, like, the elk. So I can't quite see what's right below me most of the time. Sometimes not too bad. Other times I cannot see. Okay, it's almost full health. And I don't think I've had any damage that really brings it that low. I don't think I've actually seen this thing get into like the teens in terms of health. So it's, I mean, they're tanky, which they kind of have to be. How much they cost, because when they die, like, they do just die. Well, I think once they get down to like 6 health, well, that's it. Once your elk gets down to like 6 health, it'll just kind of curl up, and if you don't heal it within 24 hours, it just perishes, which is a bit weird that it's at 6 health and maybe not like 3, but I guess maybe they felt 6 was a decently low enough amount. That'd be so sad, just like seeing your elk will perish. Oh, there's a little island there, don't die. The other concern is, if it doesn't fully go up to the surface. There we go. Kind of worried there. Sometimes it does just stay underwater. Don't know why. But if it does, then I don't know if it will drown. But I have a feeling it will. There's something else going in the water, actually. Or maybe that was just me in the water. Okay, we're almost there. Honestly, once we get to like this grass, it should be fine. And much quicker, because this looks all flat. Whereas this is just fucking bumpy shit. Actually, I can get rid of... What is that? It just says ore. I don't even know what that is. It just says ore. Turns out I'm not very good at marking points on the map. Is that it? No, because there's another one. When did I ever mark... Okay, I didn't mean to mark blue clay for whatever reason. I don't like that it's pitch black below me. Whenever we go in the water, just can't see anything. Although I'm like that in real life. I can't stand the ocean because you can't like see what's below you. Like, look at that. That and funky fish. Like, I'm not going up. And I'm worried. I'm worried my elk will start drowning. Like, he just forgets to surface sometimes, you know? And I'm like, oh, good job, elk. Now you will drown. Ruins. Not the fanciest ruins, but ruins nonetheless. What's the weather like? Apparently calm. I don't know if I've been here, actually. If I've explored these. I mean, I haven't marked them, so there is that. Okay, hopefully there's not going to be any random chasms that just devour my elk bones. Well, I can barely see. Huh. It looks much flatter on the map than it is. I didn't quite realize they had dropped off so much there. Ooh. That's fine. That's fine. If I'm lucky, I'll find like a trader nearby, just because then at least I can rest for the night. Get it all daytime. I will grab these berries. I've been noticing more and more berries as I go past. I'm like, maybe they will be necessary. Oh god. Okay, I was wondering where my pickaxe went. I was worried like I dropped it somewhere. Like an absolute buffoon. You can just wait there in the water. Yeah, they really don't like waiting in the water. Like, there is a vessel there, and that could be worth money. But not from me, and not for now. Okay. Oh, we're in September now. September year 3. Honestly, we've been doing decent. Oh, I was worried. Kelp. Green seagrass. I wonder how cool of an aquarium you could set up in this game. Although there's not too many fish, so it wouldn't be that cool of an aquarium. It'd just be like plants. And then salmon. But, you know, it's still kind of cool. The salmon aren't, but the different plant life could be neato. Although I don't think there's really like any different, let's say, soils or structures underwater. It just becomes like muddy gravel rather than like there being coral or anything. Okay. It is very difficult to see once again. But we're almost there. I should have brought a bed, actually. Because I know you can attach a bed to like the back of your elk, which is kind of funky. Because it means you can just bring a bed everywhere. Oh, actually, this is exactly where we need to be, if I'm not mistaken. We'll go over to the X. The X isn't actually useful to me, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I can't even see shit anyway. There's like an area nearby that teases the lazarette. I know it's in the grey, but I don't know where. There it is, I think. Then we need to go over here, if I'm not mistaken, because there's a cave entrance. Again, like the problem with the structures, yeah, is that you can't break them, so I can't break into it. It just sort of exists. I don't even know what that is. Elk, you wait here. I just have to remember to pick the elk up again. Then yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think the cave is over here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's cave-esque. I might have to build a way down. I think there is a gentler entrance. But I kind of like how this curves towards it. We'll slowly go down. Hopefully there won't be many enemies down here. I don't know if it's like safe from enemies because it's a story structure. Because nothing could spawn in the archives at least. Whoops, let's offhand that. I don't know if like there's an above ground safe area from enemies due to this being a story structure. Or whether it's all just dangerous and I'm going to get murdered. No doubt by Botorn. Yeah, I've heard that like you have to go through an underground entrance, but I don't know if there's like only one entrance or there's multiple. We'll go with this, because I mean this seems to lead directly like north back up to whatever's over there. Ooh. Andesite with dry gravel overlay. Yeah, no, this kind of looks like where I might want to be, but also, ooh, looks disgusting. I don't like those noises. I saw an enemy. I don't know where he went, but I saw him. Can I break this? Probably not, right? No, this is... okay. Oh my god, look at the ruins. But also, ooh, All on Hope Relic. Wait, I can add stuff to that? Can I take that? I can! Mine? My relics? Oh, that's... okay. He's corrupt, he's not Nightmare. I thought it was Nightmare, I was worried. I think Corrupt's the second tier? Or maybe third tier. I mean, he's got a saw for a hand. A sword for a hand, even not a saw. And it's a serrated blade for a hand. And they've got... the nice thing is they've got as much range as I do. Except for when he's a Dumbo and throws a stone. But okay. I don't know. I wonder if that's needed for something. I don't like the clicking I hear in my ear. So yeah, he's damage tier 3. I think the only thing above him might be Nightmare. Which would be awful to run into because they will one-shot me. Okay, we'll stay on the upper level for now. Silver gear? I want it. Oh my god, Jesus, fuck that. Okay, luckily I don't know if that was nightmare or corrupted, that shiver, but fuck that shit. This, oh, I hear a boat horn as well. The boat horn tried shooting something. Ow! You hit me with a pebble. Okay, I'm so glad you died. I'm almost hoping one of them drops like a... Whoops, almost threw my mouse. Almost hoping one of them drops a... I can't think right now. A temporal gear, there we go. Because I want to respawn back in this area if possible. I wonder, how far can I dig? Not there. Just making sure. Okay, here. Okay. I'm kind of wondering, should I go and actually that requires planks. I could make like a crude gate. I guess you can't. I thought you could. You make a crude door. Oh, it still requires logs and axes and everything else. It's like, I kind of don't want to do anything too crazy. Where is that shiver? The shiver's the biggest threat. Rusty iron block. I don't know where that boat horn is. I can't see is the issue. It's like, so I can't even see where it's hitting. Ow. Okay, it hit me. It didn't do too much damage, which is nice. Obviously not great, but it at least means it's not going to one-shot me. Hey, there he is. Okay, he's corrupt as well. Shit, he's gonna run away. Oh, Dumbo! Should have ran when you had the chance. One. I think he's only like one, maybe two shots away. Oh, don't tell me there's locusts here as well. Again, because it's a story thing. Rune, hello. Rune, I have good news. And horrible news, but good news. I have leather armor. I don't have proper armor. Because I was told there wasn't a boss. So I was like, oh, you know, it'll be nice exploring. But Rune, I found relics. I found funky relics. But yeah, I did find the elk. It is back at home. But yeah, look at these cool relics. I want them all. There's fucking shivers here. It's dark at the moment, so I don't know if when it's day I'll be able to see more. Yes, so hopefully the elk stays there and you should be able to go. Also, I realized it's not right click, it's control right click because I forgot this game uses control for a lot of things. Look at that, like a silver gear. I want that. Look at these things, disgusting little creatures. I'm gonna throw rocks at them. So something just hurt. Oh my god, hello. Just regular drifter behind me. Hopefully he didn't spawn him, but... Yeah, I've got its control for a lot of things. So yeah, it should be like in the house you made. But this place seems to have a lot of... I don't like I hate the sounds of the shivers. That and the fact that they run at you is just awful. Photon are also a pain, but that's just because they can see you from so far. I mean, Momch. There we go. Ow. That's really what I need it not to do. I like really needed it not... Okay, I don't think you can get down here. But that hurt. A couple of those and I'd be dead. How are you not dead? One of you should be close. Yeah, your elk should be good at least. I'm praying I don't die here because getting back here would be almost impossible. That was close. That was... Oh, there's two of them as well. If I can make them hit each other, it'd be great. I know, my crinkly bones. I have 13 meds. Problem is, I don't have like a bed or anything. Which is a bit of a pain. But I'm excited to see what... I mean, I don't know what a lazaret is. Might get shot in the arse. Okay, didn't. That's good. Oh god. Oh god. Tempted to look down as well. I don't know if down... I don't know where down leads. There's locusts nearby. It's kind of annoying. I haven't made my weapon, like the temporal spear, which would help with locusts. Something over there. I think it shivers. But welcome back, Rune. Hopefully you're having a nice time. Looking after yourself as you do. I see things. There's like a tree or a bush there. But because it's a story structure, I can't break anything. As we sort of saw, I can break blocks here, but I think this one I probably can't break. And these ones I can't break. I'm kind of in an awkward spot. Again, because I only have regular leather armor. Gotcha. Okay, that's one down. I think there's another corrupt one. Maybe. And a regular one. I'm only getting thread from these guys though. Berries away. Oh my god, there he is. Come back, you bitch. Okay, I got a silver gear. I hope I get... Oh no, my silver gear. Chains? Chains? Hidden ground chains? I don't want to explore too far down. Rune join, say hi. Hi! I'd love to like set up like a... Sorry, I'm keeping an eye on that shiver that's right there. Who's going to be running at me at any point. Like set up a museum type deal. Or those things might be needed for this. Oh god, there's more. Oh, it's only a deep shiver. Got him. Problem is, yeah, regular drifters are going to start spawning in as well. Oh, Rune disconnected. I don't know why. I don't like that. That's a real close noise. I really wish I was getting more than just thread. Although it's not the worst, because if I get enough, I can just make healing items. Potentially. I'm having to like baby this so much. I mean, I can start to see more at least, which is nice. Okay, he's dead. He's dead. I love that when they die, they just flop onto me. God, it's like if you were to kill a spider on a ceiling and its corpse flops onto you. It's disgusting. Okay, I'm gonna... There's a weather command which I want to try and use. Weather. Only because I don't think that fog is intended to actually like block everything. Actually, yeah, let me quickly check. What is the current in-game weather? Well, that's a lot. And ceiling fog. I think the issue is, yeah, it's got fog, potentially. And we don't want fog at all. I think it's... Whoops, wrong button. There we go. Weather, set, clear sky. Which, there we go. Now we can actually see. I don't like using commands to do things, but now we can actually see what we're meant to. And that's kind of the issue we had with the archives on my previous stream when we done them. Was it started getting foggy, which meant that we actually couldn't see anything. Oh, that's a gold gear. Well, it's my gear now. I thought it was another reliquary. Obviously, there's just like clay tablets, scrap metal figures, clay figures. Storage. Oh, storage vessel with scrolls in it. I don't know where those blowtorn went. King statuette. Metal scraps, grey ceramic jug. Ooh. I mean, I'm going to want a king statuette, aren't I? Ruined spike spear. Oh, there's a lot of like little loots here. Give me that. Fuck, I hate fucking getting stuck in menus. It's always when I'm in a menu, some stupid dickhole comes to attack me. There's something. Oh, it's a rabbit over there speeding around. A king statuette intrigues me. Clay vessels, ground storage. Oh wait, yeah, metal scraps. Although we don't really need metal scraps. I'd like to loot that. Ruined large glass tank. Potsherds, metal scraps, which I can take. Bowl and metal scraps. Ruined metal shelf. So it seems they made like figures and stuff. Oh, and they done writing on the wall. Andesite rock with wall scribbles. Mixed. Classic mixed wall scribbles. Oh, and these are... Oh, you can actually like draw this stuff on. Interesting. We finish the rest of that food. We'll get another food on the hotbar. I don't need to heal. I'm wondering where those blowtorn were shooting from. Ooh. Oh, wait. Oh, the blowtorn hit something. Oh my god. Andesite rock with wall scribbles. Art. God, where's that guy from? It's Yume Nikki, I think. That's what the guy there who like looks like. It's the guy from... Oh, it's cropped. I mean, they die pretty quick, but they're still dicks. Yeah, I wish I had a tuning spear. I could steal some. Aged firewood, which honestly might be good to take. Andesite stones, stunning rubbles. I gotta like check all these little things. Doesn't look like there's anything else to really take. Like King Statuette was rather interesting. I do want to read the scrolls because not only do they tell lore, they also typically tell what to do. It looks like enemies have chilled out, at least. Discovered lore letter. Okay, I guess it's just lore for that. Lore letter. Yep, yippee. Okay. I might have to go back up to the... In fact, I will. I'll go back up to the elk real quick. Because at least that way I can drop off the cool stuff. But I'm intrigued. I mean, I've barely explored any of it. I've literally gone to like the first room and I'm like, damn, this shit's cool. Yeah, we literally went just under there. Actually, I think it's under there. It might not even be under there. We'll put the rocks there. We'll put the scrolls, the statues, and whatnot. More rocks. Okay, actually, I'll keep a hold of some. The andesite sand we don't need. I'll throw it in there, but I could very happily throw that out. Strings we can at least stack. Cranberries can go in there. 4 days. 4 days, so either way, same. Seeds we don't need. Okay. Just so I can actually like pick and... Oh, bollocks. Portals. The last thing I need is like exploring a dangerous area and just enemies spawning. Oh, there's another one. How and why did you even appear here? I mean, he's only going to be like basic bitch level. Which is nice at least. Them throwing rocks kind of annoys me. Not gonna lie. You never know, maybe one of them will spawn temporal gears. I was gonna say gifts. So it does look like there's 2 ways to go. Yeah, music cuts out when we get here. It's like, nah. You're done fucked up. Oh my god, wait, the enemies spawn back? I think these are only basic shivers though. No, that's a deep shiver. That is a concern. Rawr, he says. Okay, you're a surf ship. Yeah, you can laugh all you want. Laugh when you're dead. I wonder if they spawn in, like, up there. And, oh. Oh god, there's quite a few of them, isn't there? Fuck you. That's not what I wanted to deal with. Nothing there. Oh my god, another one. Oh my god, two. These are going to be the biggest issue then. Like usually... Oh my god, fucking... Trying to navigate this place, especially with these things around, is going to be a... Could you guys stop spawning in? It's like an inconvenience. Yeah, the fact that I can't break any of that grass or whatever also means that oh sorry, my own hand freaked me out. Also means that I can't clear that out to be able to see. Okay. I do wonder if that was meant to have spawned there or not, but... Oh, it's another one. Actually amazes me that they're targeting me from wherever the hell they are. It's not like I can do anything about the locust nests either. Oh, there's water here. I didn't notice. Ooh. Oh, fuck you. They try and get me now, stinky. Ruined metal table. Metal tank. Ruined metal bed. You know, fair play, fair play. Forgotten noble shirt. Oh. Some gears, silver chain, a rosary. I don't want to grab anything unless in case I get attacked. So yeah, this seems to be like where they made things. I don't really want to fall down there, if I'm completely honest. That doesn't look nice. Yet. Yeah, they just have like water in the back. I don't really know why, but they do. Now, if only I could sleep. And yeah, there's like chains on everything. Hitting these guys is a pain in the ass as well. Oh. But in theory, they've seen something. Buddhist's first statue. Well, you're my statue now. Into my pockets you go. Gem encrusted fur hat. Usually those are worth quite a bit. Maybe I should be gathering this stuff. I'll like go back for it. There's a lot of figurines. Stuff. It looks like they wanted to go deep. My concern is if I go down there, can I get out? You know? I kind of don't think I can. Ruined wall hook. Looks fine to me. Chains all over the place. Clay tablets. Exactly, because everything's like claimed here. Oh, I don't have my weapon out. So Dumbo actually hit himself. Don't mind me while I just carve out your bones. Ah, no bones. Classics, boneless people. That rabbit can carry on freaking out. I'm kind of glad I can like lock myself in these rooms. Scrap metal figurine. Can't take that one though. Ruined glass tank. Looks kind of not ruined, but that's fine. Metal tank. Nothing there. Grey ceramic jug. Empty. Bowl empty. Hatch. Don't really need it. Ooh, bronze tablet. Can I read? Okay, I can't read it. It's just a thing. It's a cool thing. But it is just a thing. This table looks cool as fuck. It doesn't look like there's anything more from this. I'm wondering if I do need to go down one of these. Actually, I almost don't think it will let me. Currently. He's gonna swim towards me. Except no, he's not. I ain't gonna let him. Die, please. Please just die. Yeah, because they're spawning from up there. Okay, do you know what? Well, there's nothing in here. I can hear my elk. Clay tablet, can't have it. This looks like a jail. I want to take this aged firewood because I can. Just because I can. Problem is I can't like do much. I've got to check everything in these rooms. Well, there's bones there, so that's always an inconvenience. So oh my god. So I hit that skeleton. Fucking hit him. There we go. Also welcomes you with a smile. It seems to hold something. Respect the skeleton. These bones are old but not as ancient as the lazarette. Respect the object. Read the missive. If you found this letter, take hope the path continues. Take letter. Oh god. I wonder if I can kill him. It's a weird entity. I want the shiny thing. Okay. But also, temporal gear necklace. Prisoner's binds, sticks, firewood. Clay figurine. Oh. Scribbles. Oh, now I have 2 of them. I guess it was just giving me those over and over. Oh my god. Stop spawning enemies in. Haha, you hit the skeleton, Dumbo. That was my plan all along. Potsherds, bowls. What's in here? Gears. Thing that isn't gears. I'm gonna go back of it. And quickly grab those, I guess. And then there was another room. Problem is, oh, my inventory's gonna get so full, and then I'm gonna want to go up to the top. Ow, he like 360 hit me with a rock. Yes, grab that. Do you know, I'm gonna put the regular firewood in there. I'm gonna take the gem encrusted fur hat, I think. That sounds like a nice little treat for me. Yeah, the problem is I'm gonna have to like go up to the surface and then come all the way back down. And those goddamn locusts are going to be the death of me. And I'm going to hate it. But that's the way we've got to go. That's the only annoying thing is there's no like way to stop locusts from spawning unless you destroy their nests. But you can't destroy their nests because you can't break anything in a story area. Buddy, I'm going to fill your pockets up even more. Put one of those away. That away. That away, that away, that away. Oh, fuck's sake. And I guess that. Throw that, put that away. God damn it. Okay. I guess give me the berries and give me the seeds. You can have a silver chain and a rosary. I guess I'll keep the gears in my pocket. Ah, but the scrolls as well. I don't know if I've read this third scroll. No. Find Bad Rickard. I mean, both my knives are pretty broken. Throw that. Grab that dirt and throw it. Just so it's away. Approximate location of village added to your world map. How far away is village? Very fucking Jesus Christ. Okay, that is the next location. But it's very, very far away. Sound gone. Shit got serious. Oh god, fucking shivers in here. Yeah, well, what if I say no? What if I say no? You can't do anything if I say no. Oh, is this like it though? Yeah, that's what I thought, Dumbo. But you thought you were a cool smartsman, but you're not. Yeah, laugh it up with your weird hitbox that Doesn't quite track. What's in here? Sticks. That's not what I needed. Then here's locust nests. Oh. And a bunch of metal spikes. So whatever went down in here was not good. I've got an itchy nose and I'm worried things are going... Oh, inactive locust nest. Regular locust nest. Do they only like spawn so many? That's a regular locust nest. Yeah, something went on in here. I don't know what, but something did. Okay, and I was in there. Search that. I think I've searched everything now. In theory, this is the Lazaret. And the Lazaret's kind of a jail? From the looks of it. But also kind of something more, if that makes sense. Okay, it's funky. It makes me wonder what's down here. Oh, is this... Ah, this just leads down onto that lower floor. Ah, I see. Okay, so we've actually got everything from the Lazaret. I see. Okay. So it was only a short location. But an interesting one nevertheless. And God, the next one's so far away. I mean, we found the bones. My God. I mean, we found a lot of very interesting, fancy things. A lot of statues, tablets, like a lot of little lore things. Which is cool. But I'm at 11,000 and home is minus 200 and then village is 20,000. So it's another 10,000 blocks over there. And I can't carry anything else right now. Which is a bit of an issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it off there for today. Thank you everyone for coming out. Hopefully I've been able to entertain you. It's only been a shorter stream, but I started late because dinner took a little while. But we at least got to explore the next stage. I do want to actually get the Metal Gear stream done, but no, I was just low energy today. It's just how it is. But yes, hopefully you've had a wonderful time. Hopefully I've been able to entertain you. I'll just leave it off there for tonight. And I shall see you all next time. Bye-bye.